What's up, everyone? 3D Print 747 here, back again with another video. So I've been working on the Batman costume. I showed you in the last video that I reprinted the gauntlet, which is right here. You can see the difference between the old. Now, this is a year old, over a year old, probably a year and a half. And it was done on the Cobra Max 2. No, not 2. Cobra Max. That was before the 2. You can see just kind of how garbage it is. Like, I just did a horrible job. I didn't know anything. Just horrible. Just really, really. Yeah. You can see one of the torpedoes or whatever they're called just fell off. I only temporarily put them on just to show the video comparison. But I didn't know like how to connect, and I didn't know how to connect this side. So it just ended up looking like trash. Not happy with it at all. And then this is a year and a half later. It's got the connections the right way, which I didn't even know that these were in the costume to print. They're hinges for the gauntlet. I use silver PLA, everyone silver, EREYONE. I think I paid $16 for it. No, this was Elegoo, actually. I'll show you the everyone. The everyone was a TPU. You can see how these turned out really nice. Just the overall print turned out really nice. The connections. I mean, look at this compared to that. Just, again, night and day difference. Just, you learn a lot in a little bit of time when you're, well, in my case, this was a lot of time, I guess, a year and a half, but I didn't touch this costume for probably 8 months after I printed it. It's got a Velcro hinge inside. And I'm really happy with how that turned out. I mean, that's super nice. Costume's still free on Thingiverse. Just search for the Batman costume or the Batman, I think, and it's one of the first things that pops up. So what I want to also show you is this was the old Priline TPU, which you can see it's kind of got a dull finish, which I like. I bought everyone, EREYONE. I'll put a link down in the description. But the difference between the Priline and the everyone, here's the everyone. You can see how shiny it is compared to this, the old one. Not the old one, but the first one I printed. So I didn't really want it shiny. I wanted it kind of looking like this, where it's kind of been in the rain and kind of just worn, and you know, it's not his first rodeo. So what I did was, luckily, I had just a little bit of spool left for the everyone, or for the Priline, I'm sorry, to avoid the next part with the everyone TPU, and printed the top half in the old Priline. So it's going to go together like this, and you'll see that this is back to the dull versus the shiny. You can definitely see the difference there. But this will be under my arm, so you won't really see it. But yeah, even like looking inside, look how shiny that is. So make sure, if you are printing a costume, which is what I learned, that you buy several spools of the same TPU or PLA or whatever you're using, so that the colors match um, for the entire costume or print or whatever you're printing. Um, that way, you know that they're going to be consistent throughout the entire print. These are the, I don't know what you call them, torpedoes, whatever. I don't know that he ever even used them in the movie, but you just go on the gauntlet. I just crazy glue everything together using CA, um, and it holds really well. No issue at all. You can see that. Yeah, but that shine, man, I don't want it to look like Michael Jackson's shoes or a Marine's shoes after he shined them. I want it to look like it's been weathered, which is what that looks like. This looks like, yeah, like a really, really polished pair of shoes. And if you've seen the movie, you know that that's not the look that they went for. Um, so yeah, um, got the hinges. They're going to be glued on. I'll do that tonight. Um, they go right there up the side. Again, just using CA. Um, it holds really well. As you can see, there's no issue with any of these coming apart when I open that up. And I really don't need to open it up that much to put it on my arm. And sorry, I keep hitting the camera stand. That's because I'm trying to do this at night underneath a desk lamp. But yeah, you can see how nice that is. One other thing I wanted to bring up, if you guys are using BambuLab, you may have seen the recall on the A1. You really shouldn't keep printing with that. From what I've seen online and looking at other content creators, these things can catch fire, and um, you don't want to lose your house because of a $300 printer or $400 printer. So make sure you get that turned off and get with BambuLab. I know they're on holiday. They should be coming off of it if they're not already within the next couple of days. I've never had a bad issue or a bad experience rather with BambuLab. They've always reached out after I contact them within 2 days, and 2 days for going overseas. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Um, we're not buying in the U.S. where you expect a 4 hour response time. So reach out to them. You don't want them to eventually brick your A1, which I've seen online that they've been doing. They've been sending code to your A1, not letting it print because of the issue. So you don't want to get to that point. What I think they're doing is giving you a $120 voucher and sending you the new part. So I would go that route. I mean, $120 buys a pretty decent amount of filament, or an upgrade enclosure almost for your P1P, half of an A1 Mini. I think they're $300, so almost a half of an A1 Mini. So yeah, just keep all that in mind, man. But don't just print and ignore what they're sending out, because there's a reason why they're sending it out. You know. Anyway, that's all I have right now. I've got nothing on the printer. The airplane is finished. I just have to wait for warm weather and get it out to the field, and we'll get that flying. But yeah, if you're printing multiple parts, make sure that you buy multiple spools of the same PLA. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a surprise when you see that well, I said PLA, but TPU, but either way, you're going to see that the colors don't really match, and it's going to look kind of weird. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that here because this is going to be on the bottom, like I said. But anyway, all right, thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. 3D Print 747, I'm out of here.